Some people work incredibly hard and still stay invisible in the organization. Welcome to the Higher Arabia podcast. Today we're talking about one of the biggest hidden career problems inside organizations. Let's explore the visibility trap. Let me start with a statement that may feel uncomfortable. Hard work alone does not create visibility, and visibility often matters more than people think. Now, before anyone misunderstands this, I am not saying competence is unimportant. Competence matters, performance matters, results matter. But in most organizations, performance alone is not enough, because careers are not built only on contribution. They are also built on perception. And that's where many professionals struggle. They believe, if I work hard enough, people will notice. But organizations rarely work that way, especially larger organizations, because leadership does not see everything. Managers do not observe every conversation, every project, every contribution. And when visibility is low, perception fills the gap. Now let's talk about what this looks like in reality. Most companies have people who are extremely valuable operationally, reliable people, smart people, people who solve problems quietly, the people everyone depends on. But strangely, these are often not the people who advance the fastest. Instead, the people who move up are often those who understand visibility, not necessarily because they are more competent, but because they are more visible. And visibility changes perception. Now, this creates frustration, because highly competent professionals often believe the work should speak for itself. And ideally, it should, but organizations are human systems, and human systems are influenced by perception, communication, relationships, and positioning, not just output. And this is where the visibility trap begins. The harder some people work, the more operational they become. And the more operational they become, the less strategically visible they are, because they spend all their time executing, not positioning, not communicating, not creating executive presence. And over time, this creates a dangerous imbalance. They become valuable, but invisible. Now let's define something important. Visibility is not self-promotion. That's where many professionals make a mistake. The moment they hear visibility, they think about ego, politics, talking too much, pretending. But strategic visibility is something very different. Strategic visibility means helping the organization understand your value. Because if people cannot clearly see your contribution, they cannot accurately evaluate it. And this becomes even more important at senior levels, because the higher you move, the less leadership evaluates pure execution, and the more they evaluate influence, communication, strategic thinking, and leadership presence. Now let's go deeper into why this happens. The first reason is cognitive limitation. Leadership teams are overloaded with information. They cannot fully track every contributor, so they rely on signals. And the strongest signals are usually visibility, communication, confidence, and presence. This does not mean quiet people are less capable, but it means quieter contributions are easier to overlook. Second, organizations reward perceived leadership, and leadership is often associated with visibility. People who communicate clearly, people who influence discussions, people who appear confident in high-level environments. Again, not always because they are more capable, but because they are easier to perceive as leaders. Now let's discuss another uncomfortable truth. Some professionals unintentionally hide themselves, not because they lack competence, but because they believe visibility will somehow reduce their credibility. They think, if I focus on my work, the right people will eventually notice. Sometimes they do, but often they don't, because organizations are not meritocracies in the pure sense. They are perception systems, and perception is shaped by interaction. Now, this becomes especially important in international environments and leadership-heavy cultures. For example, in many Middle Eastern business environments, relationships and visibility carry enormous weight, not because capability is irrelevant, but because trust and visibility are deeply connected. People promote and support individuals they know, remember, and trust trust requires visibility. Now let's talk about the consequence of staying invisible for too long. Over time, invisible professionals become trapped. They become operationally essential, but strategically overlooked. And that is one of the most dangerous positions in any organization, because the company depends on them, but does not necessarily see them as future leadership. And then something frustrating happens. Someone else gets promoted, someone louder, someone more visible, someone who managed perception more effectively. And the invisible professional feels shocked because from their perspective, I worked harder, I delivered more, I deserved it, and maybe they did. But performance alone rarely determines career progression. Visibility influences opportunity. Now let's be clear, this does not mean becoming political. It does not mean becoming fake. It means becoming strategically visible, and there is a big difference, so what works instead? First, communicate outcomes. Do not assume people automatically understand your impact. Translate your work into visible value. Second, build executive presence, not through arrogance, but through clarity, calmness, communication, positioning. Third, participate strategically, speak in important meetings, contribute visibly. Be associated with strategic conversations because visibility is built through repeated perception. And finally, understand the reality. Organizations do not only reward contribution, they reward perceived contribution, and that distinction changes careers. So if you feel invisible despite working hard, ask yourself, are people truly seeing your value, or are they only seeing your execution? Because in many careers, the difference between staying overlooked and becoming visible is not competence, it's perception. Stay strategic. If you're navigating leadership or career growth, make sure to subscribe for more insights on how business, hiring, and visibility really work. And let me know in the comments, have you ever seen someone less competent get promoted simply because they were more visible?